Are you running a project management office and you need some extra support staff, some extra PMO people, PMO professionals to help you deliver the services that your organisation expects? I'm Elizabeth Harrin, I'm an author, blogger and project management trainer, and I'm going to tell you how you can put together a proposal to secure some additional support staff for your project or for your PMO. And for a project if you're working on a particular initiative that you need additional support staff for. So let's get started. It's often quite difficult to put together a proposal for what some people will see as admin staff. If you are recruiting a project manager or any other kind of employee within the organisation, you can normally tie them to a direct benefit. And the benefit and the value of PMOs has been challenged for years, and managers still sometimes don't see why PMO adds value. So when you turn up and say you want to recruit a new PMO coordinator, it might not be the welcome, open arms, yeah, spend the money type conversation that you were planning on having. That's because the perception of value is not there. And we need to use your proposal for new staff to highlight the value that this new individual can bring, or individuals if you're going for more than one. So a PMO support person can do a lot of things, and they are supporting the delivery organisation. So they are so crucial in getting the strategy delivered. And I think if you go in with the words that I'm using, support, it often feels like some kind of back-end admin role. But actually what we're talking about is a PMO strategy person who is helping make decisions that shape the future of the company. They are prioritising projects, they are looking at lessons learned, they are facilitating knowledge sharing, they are managing the overhead of our project management tools so that our project managers can use them effectively. They are preparing executive reports. There are a whole ton of things that they do to support decision making and strategic choices within the organisation, and that's where the value lies for the PMO. So they can have an impact on profitability, they can shape the future direction of the organisation because they are the kind of people who help surface the information that decision makers need, and they might even be making some of those decisions themselves. So we need to start thinking about how do we have this conversation about extra staff, centering on the value that these people are going to add. And that might help if we can use some metrics to highlight what the PMO does, how the PMO is going to add value. So, for example, you can track the number of projects and the increase in project delivery over the organisation. You need the staff in the PMO to be able to support the project managers doing those roles. You can track the increase in demands for information. So you'll probably see a graph of going up, looking at how much people want to know about projects. So look at how many reports you produce now in compared to how many reports you produced a year ago. There's probably more demand for management information, and someone needs to prepare that and present it in an effective way and interpret it for people, because not everybody's good at that side of things. So someone with data analysis skills would be perfect. You can track project management maturity as well. So look at how is your project management maturity now in compared to how it was before, and how has the PMO been instrumental in achieving that, and crucially, where are you going next? Where do you want to go next so that you can take your PMO to the next level, and how will having a new member of staff help you get there? So that's one way of doing it. Just put your base proposal together. As I hinted at earlier, if you can link the beginning of a new member of staff, the start of someone's new career journey with you, to an initiative, a particular project or a large program that's running that perhaps needs dedicated PMO support, it can often be easier to get that person in the door because their costs can be attributed to the business case for that initiative. So that's something else to consider about. So you've got to make the case for having the extra heads, because you have to future-proof your PMO, and you have to future-proof the whole organisation to be able to deliver the fantastic strategies that these people are coming up with, and they need to be able to see that link. So you need to be very clear about why you need a new person in your PMO, what they're going to work on, when you want them to start and what they're going to be doing, how they're going to be trained and onboarded to get quickly up to speed and start adding value to your organisation, what role they're carrying out and why that role is valuable to the business, and what sort of person you're looking for and what level and what you're going to pay them. And again, it's something that you can consider. Do you need someone with 20 years PMO directorship experience to come and bring that level of strategic influence to your PMO? Perhaps you do, but perhaps you could get away with, that's not really the right term. Perhaps you could benefit from using less money on salaries and perhaps highlighting the bringing in 2 PMO coordinators at a cheaper rate, and then training them and supporting them through a structured career progression path so that they then can add extra value into your organisation and you're growing your own talent internally. So there's a number of different routes that you could choose, whether you're bringing people in from the outside or recruiting people from other departments within your organisation. Hopefully that's given you some pointers of how you can put together a recruitment plan to bring people into your PMO to help support the delivery of your business strategy and get your portfolio of projects done. I hope that's given you some food for thought, and I will cross my fingers that you'll get the resources that you've asked for. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.